All right, Faisal, for the timing, thank you very much. Now, we don't want to just concentrate on Westminster, because this, of course, is a budget, as we already know from some of the measures that have been leaked in advance. It's going to reach into every part of the country. We want to take you now to Coventry, to a car factory there, and Sky's business presenter Ian King is there. And I remember a previous budget, Ian, when the Chancellor, this one, talked about the march of the manufacturers. So this is a budget that will affect both the employer and the employees there.
Yes, that's absolutely right, Dermot. And you just heard Faisal talking about productivity, and that will be at the heart of this budget, we think. Why is productivity important? Well, if you get better productivity, crudely put, output per worker. If you get higher output per worker, you get better growth. You get better growth, you get more taxes, and there's less of a need for austerity. And one of the reasons that we're here in Coventry with Unipart is because this is a British business, a British manufacturing business that is actually extremely good on that front. It's so effective, in fact, that it takes its advice out to other companies and tells them how they improve their productivity. As I say, it's a British business success story here. They've been making cars on this site for 100 years. Coventry, of course, famous for Roots, Simca, more recently Chrysler Talbot. The last car to be built in this city was the Talbot Horizon nearly 30 years ago. Obviously, the British car-making industry floundered in the 1980s, ultimately with the creation of British Leyland. But from that, good businesses did emerge, like Unipart. This is a car parts manufacturer that is actually taking on Germans. We often think of Germans as being some of the best manufacturers in the world. Well, these guys go head-to-head with the Germans and succeed in taking their products around the world. This is a business. On the line behind me, they're making fuel trains. Now, that's the component that injects fuel into the engine. They're exporting them to China, Dermot. Can you believe it?
Well, I do now. Now you've told me. Ian, thank you very much indeed. Ian King there at the Unipart factory in Coventry.